Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. Ain't know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. To us it's a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all let. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And been worthy like 42 on the Lakers.
And once again, it's on. And once again, it's on. Is it on? Is it really
brother. Once again, it's on.
You are now rocking with the best. We are the one and only Politics as Usual NBA podcast for all of the latest NBA news, sneaker talk. We got it all. We want to thank y'all for being with us, but we need y'all, including you, Adam, to do something tonight. We need y'all to actually subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's been up for a year. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the latest what we got going on. You know what's throwing me off? I'm on the wrong side. It's throwing me off.
But listen, you were not supposed to tell the audience that one.
Well, you told them my headphones was messed up. Remember, you told them I had my joints on backwards. I couldn't wait for that.
I am subscribed now. I texted
God Almighty
an hour ago. I am now officially subscribed to my show. So
sweet
that
Christmas.
was embarrassing.
I'm trying to share it myself. So if y'all on, make sure you subscribe. Follow us at Politics as Usual. We'll talk on all the social media platforms. We are glad to be with y'all tonight. A lot of excitement happening in the NBA. Well, first of all, we want to get to some sneaks of the week. What you got back there, sir?
Bro, I had to dig in the vote as I like to do every week from now on. I had to pull those Barclays out. Growing up in Coatesville, right outside of Philadelphia, we were always big Charles Barkley fans. And then when he went to the Phoenix Suns, we traveled with him. So these are the ones that he wore in the commercial, Barkley versus Godzilla, if I'm not mistaken.
I forgot about that
poster. Yeah. So those are my sneaks for the week. Absolutely. I am not a role model.
You know what the sleeper was? Somebody, they got Deion Cole doing it. Them Spice, what they call Old Spice. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Right.
They have Barkley Wallet on there. I pulled out these Kobe 6 Protos.
Oh, you didn't do that.
AKA the Grinches.
On my bucket list.
I'm scared to wear them.
You got to wear them.
Got to get a glass case. I got to get a glass case for them. But I really like these. And shout out to the Nike folks for sending me these because I could have never got them.
Those are dope. Those are dope. But also, I wanted to talk about while we on the sneakers in November. Jordan Brand finally got it right, brother. Got it right.
Goodness gracious, they was killing me.
Did you see the heat that is coming in November?
Yo, I saw the heat from November to 2025.
So listen, November 2nd, them Jordan 14 Black Toes.
Yes.
They were crazy.
Yes.
They're coming out November 2nd, and then probably my favorite sneaker of all time. It's a sleeper. That Jordan 9, the olives. Oh, that's one of my favorite sneakers. Love those. And then there's a couple other ones that we're going to skip by. Not necessarily a fan of the bread velvets, the 11 velvets. You can have those. You guys can have those. But then on November 23rd, Jack, them Air Jordan 3 Cements. I already got a pair down in the vault, but I think I want a fresh pair, Jack.
Double up, man. Got to double up. I can't wait for those. And I'm looking forward to getting those black toe 14s. Wait, 14s?
14s.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to grabbing those. Those are the ones I didn't get when they originally came out. So I'm looking forward to getting me my first time getting those.
Bro, I think I got those from the outlets. I think I scored those at the outlets back in the day. Sometimes
remember that? Sometimes now lately because they flooded the market. you can catch it. I know out here in our joint, they be having. I saw some twos. I know you like the twos. They had a lot of twos, low and highs, a lot of ones, some sevens. Just sitting in the outlet for like $120. And this year, they're trying to straighten it up now because the likes of Adidas past the Jordan brand in sales. Because you know why?
That's crazy.
They keep giving ones away. I'm like,
Yo,
we don't need
enough.
These are ones every month, man. Bring the ones that we're gonna pay for.
Now later
they
ones,
finally rising
Starburst
up.
ones, Skittle ones. Like, bro, we done seen every color.
Got it. I get it. God, crazy. Well, yeah, man. Some heat coming for sure in the next month.
Yes, sir, brother. So you ready to jump in, brother?
Yes, sir.
Let's jump in. So let's talk about them Celtics and Joe Mazzulla. What do you think, Jack? I see your name is Rashad Mazzulla this week. So what do you think about the job that Joe Mazzulla is doing in those Boston Celtics, brother?
That psychopath is doing a great job. But he's a psychopath. I never forget. I was in Las Vegas. Bring it back.
Live TV, ladies and gentlemen. Live TV.
I couldn't get it as cool on my collar as you got yours. I was working on it.
It's effortless, Jack. I threw it up there and it just landed.
When I saw Mazzulla, I was at Kevin Hart's taping when he taped his last special in Vegas. And the way how Joe Mazzulla was walking around, usually I'd be like trying to get a pic or like tell him I'm yada 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 yada. Man, I saw him. I was so scared I ran across the hall. So he makes me nervous. But one thing you can't take away with him, he knows what he's doing with those Celtics.
Man, he is a great coach for them, Jack.
They are a machine.
He's a perfect fit. I thought that I was disappointed when the last coach that we're not going to say his name, but the coach that fumbled Nia when he lost his job. But I thought it was like, man, like he set that thing up, but Joe Mazzulla is worthy, Jack. And he made a wild statement recently where he said something. I wish I had the exact quote, but something about winning. And it's like, you win at all costs. Like there's nothing above winning. A wild man. You seen that he tried to block the shot last year. He wasn't going to be funny. He was serious.
Stone face. And today he was talking about how the NBA players and they need to bring fighting back in the NBA. He said, he said they have fights in hockey. They clear the dugouts in baseball. He said we need a little bit of that. When I heard that, the first thing I thought, Joe Mazzulla is wild. So if it ever happens,
wild man.
If something ever happens between the Heat and the Celtics and they get a little touchy, he gonna get in the fight.
He definitely looks like he doesn't look like he never looks happy. Like he looks like he'll really jump in the fight. He's not the biggest guy, but he'll jump in.
Here they said he's like black belt jiu-jitsu or something.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so he probably at home smashing boards over his head. And doing all kind of, he looked like he probably doing that right before practice. And but they said my man down there in Orlando, because I heard a show and I said we got to steal that segment. Which coaches look like they're the best fighters?
Right.
What McCall is a black belt too, the Orlando Magic coach. So him and Mazzulla gotta do something in the UFC one of these days.
Oh my God.
Won't be fighting with that bad back is Doc Rivers. He's gonna be fighting for his job the way they keep going.
Listen, Doc Rivers better cut it out, or it's gonna be 3 squares on this screen, and Doc gonna be in the middle as one of the co-hosts.
He's gonna take our show over. He'll take your gig. We do know that, yo.
Rashad.
And don't let the sound go out. It's not my fault. This is exactly, he can't wait to throw somebody on the bus. He'd be killing us.
But speaking of Joe Mazzulla and Doc Rivers and the coaches, let's move on to another coach, Jack. So it has been proven that a new coach could turn something around. JJ Reddick got that thing rolling out in LA, Jack.
Man, him and Kenny Atkins, I forgot to add. These two new coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Same, both teams have the same personnel. But when I looked at the Lakers offense, everything they were talking about, AD got them in the right, they're moving. Everybody looks unleashed. I don't know how long it's going to last. But, I like how he has everybody look like they're part of the offense. And we always talked about how we like the Cavaliers with Atkinson. He, sometimes it is a coaching change, bringing new philosophy, new energy. We had Cleveland looking like, they got all that talent there and they're finally putting it together. But
and I tell you one thing,
JJ, I might have to apologize because I was hating on him.
Well, listen, I tell you one thing, Jack. You may not need to apologize yet to JJ because currently the Cavs are rolling and they are up 67-48 on the Lakers.
Ooh.
So I hope this is not a turning point. So shout out to Atkins, but man, we might have to pump the brakes with the JJ Reddick pumping him up because man,
I'm sorry about that one. Jeez.
Yeah, but other than they lost the other night to the Phoenix Suns, but they looked good though. They looked good though. They only lost for about 5 points. So like AD had I forget what he had in the first quarter. It was like 20 points in the first quarter, blocking shots, and they look good, Jack. The ball's moving more. The offense just looks more steady. I was talking about it today with Heezy, and we were saying that if they could just get one more player,
I think we'll
get a bucket.
I've been saying this. I like them. I think they need. I don't know if you're gonna really get a real center in there. That'll give AD such an advantage.
Right,
he's got advantage probably over everybody except for Joker and Embiid because they're just so much bigger than them. But one thing they do have that. They need Vando back because they don't have the athleticism in the backcourt. Reeves and Russell can't stick with Ant-Man and Ja and Shea. That's not their strength. But when you put Vando in that rotation, I don't know, man. He's been injured for the last, I don't know what it is.
Year and a half, feel like.
He's been going for a while. And when they had him, remember the difference he made guarding Steph when they went to the Western Conference Finals the first year, 2 years ago. So, man, he makes a difference because he brings that athleticism at the guard spot, which they really don't have because they got a lot of small guys. You bring in Gabe Vincent. Hopefully he can knock down some threes. I like Max Christie. I think he got some upside. But if they had somebody like that, I think that'll really push them over the top.
Yeah, Jack, I agree with you, Jack. They're one piece away. LeBron is going to turn it on some nights. He can't do it every night. Had a big game the other day when he kind of went crazy. Some profanity in the timeout for
swing it.
He says, "Swing that mother. Swing it. Swing it. I hit 10 in a row. You gonna take a contested?
Yeah. You should have to say that. Swing me the ball, please, sir.
Swing.
James. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jack. But shout out to those coaches, Jack. So shout out to the Cavs and to the Lakers. Those two teams are rolling right now. The Cavs are currently 4-0, and the Lakers are 3-1. So might be 3-2 after tonight. It might be 5-0 for the Cavs. But I'm sure that was a big game.
They might put Brandi in the day. They keep going. He's down 20.
Yeah. They were thinking that he only has a couple more games left before they switch him to the G League. We'll see if this is one of the last games that he plays before that he goes down. But I think it'll be good for Brandi to go down and get a chance to play. And build his confidence up.
Important, crucial.
Absolutely, Jack. And you know what else is crucial?
Tell me something. Segue king. Good. God,
to find a statue maker that knows how to make a statue look like the person it's supposed to be. So for those that don't know,
who that?
I held a Dwayne Wade statue that kind of looked like Lawrence Fishburne and one of
Antoine Walker.
Kind of looked like Antoine Walker. Kind of looked like
Morpheus from the Matrix. Furious from Boys in the Hood. Pops from Black
Oh my
God.
God. Listen, why can't who's making these statues, Jack? They haven't seemed to be able to get them right. Dwayne Wade's does not resemble. I mean, everything else except for the face, right? Resembles him.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get Kobe's right.
Ugh.
Kobe's doesn't really necessarily look like him.
Put Iverson in his pocket.
They said Allen Iverson looked like Bow Wow in the one movie with Morris.
like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, no, that's cold. Man.
Oh my God, why can't they get these statues right, Jack?
You would think with the technology. Somebody raised a great point. They said they put up the what's it called in South Dakota with the Mount Rushmore.
Absolutely,
they said they did that in like the 30s on the side of a mountain,
and that looks like those presidents.
They said if you go to the pyramid to see the Sphinx, it looks just like it. They said I can't understand why we can't. You know, Whitcomb had a good one. Even the NFL dropped the ball a couple times. I know they put Deion Sanders up. I didn't know who that was. I was like, yo, this would be Deion Sanders? But Ed Reed, they was like, whoever did Ed Reed need to do everybody else because he had a good one. But I'm trying to figure out and the Lakers usually do a good job with theirs. But that Kobe one, I don't understand that one.
Then there was a mistake on like some of the engraving. Like one of the stats was wrong or something was spelled wrong. Like, Jack, you don't see. Man, that's
Union should have took the lead on it.
Right. That seems like dropping the ball on the biggest stage, Jack.
Well, you said, who's that guy?
Yeah, I know. Like he didn't mean it that way, but man, they ran with that, didn't they, Jack?
Yo, buddy, ran with it.
So, like, if you're Dwayne Wade, you're obviously excited because you're getting your own statue. Yeah. But how do you feel when you see it and it's not you, it's Antoine Walker? Like, how do you feel?
His son, he was looking like, yo, you should have worn this. Oh man, can you imagine the Banana Boat group chat with Chris Paul and Brown talking about that statue? I was like, yo, and here he's their first one in the franchise. So they should have went extra to get that right. He's the first one.
I would say he's the most deserving Miami Heat player to get that. And you would think after all the, kind of the jokes and the slander that the Kobe one got and the Iverson one got, those were the most recent ones. You would thought that, the person that was making this statue would have really went out his way to try to get it right.
Yeah,
and he did not.
I was looking at BET today. I didn't write the article, but I gotta read it. They interviewed him. The sculptor. I said, I need an explanation. I need it for as Pete Town would say, for educational purposes. We need to find go along with that. But hopefully, there's a lot of controversy going on with they're gonna build the Sixers new stadium down there in Chinatown in Philly. But if they rebuild it and it's theirs and they own it, they gotta give Iverson another statue, man. Oh man,
it looked like a little figurine. It looked like
now, would you take his or Wade's? Would you rather take his or Wade's?
Honestly, I mean, I think Iverson's at least looked like him.
Iverson looked like the MVP trophy.
It definitely looked like a trophy. I don't know, Jack. I don't know which one I would rather have. I don't know, man. I mean, neither of us have a statue. I would love to have a statue, but no hate there, but they got to get it right, Jack.
You gave me an idea. I got to make me a statue of myself.
You can't make your own statue, Jack. So, Jack, that raises a good question. So, who should have a statue that doesn't? What players are deserving of a statue that don't have a statue? Who you got, Jack?
Right off the top of my head, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what they waiting on. He's already in the Hall of Fame, best player, and he's probably the most forgettable under the radar top 10 player. Because he didn't barely talk when he played. He don't talk. He's never gonna look for the spotlight. But he's like, everybody says he's the best power forward all time, which I definitely agree with. And I don't think him or Robinson has a statue out there, which is crazy.
No. Who, when I was looking into that, who I was surprised that didn't have a statue at the stadium? Bill Russell. He has one at City Hall in Boston, but he doesn't have one at the TD Bank. No statue.
I was wondering, did he be like, "Don't give it to me," or how did that work? That's insane. Because I do know, he when they retired his jersey, he didn't allow the fans to come in, just his teammates. Wow. No, because because that racism ball, he couldn't stand that fan base.
Right.
So I didn't know, but that's it. So y'all got, because I know they just named a bridge after him.
Right.
He's dead.
Right. Yeah. And I was looking, there's some other interesting people that don't have a statue as well. Staying with Boston, Jack. Larry Bird does not have a statue.
Wow.
No Bird statue out there in Boston either, Jack. But you figure Red Auerbach, if we're sticking with the Celtics, he doesn't have a statue. But the list goes on, Jack. Say again.
Does Wilt got one?
I think Wilt has one. Where I think he has one in Philly, if I'm not mistaken.
Him, Doc, Barkley, Iverson. Another point that was made, and we hit on it last week. Like a guy like Chris Paul, who's played for so many different teams. Like, who's his team?
Right.
So that stuff means something at the end.
A deserving career, but travel too many places for me, Jack, to get a statue. It's tough.
Yeah, man.
It's tough.
Probably gonna be the toughest one to get one. What do you do with Melo?
Is he deserving of a statue out there in New York? I don't know, Jack.
They don't even take. Nope, not in Denver. They didn't gave his number to Joker. He can't even get his number retired.
Right.
And I know they probably, because of where it is, they don't put him out there in New York. You know who doesn't have one? This is my top one. Isaiah Thomas.
He does not have one.
That's a disgrace.
I got another one that is on that same caliber. I don't care what you say. Scottie Pippen deserves one.
Disgrace. They say he got a bust in the building. I said, dog. He's supposed to have a statue right behind Jordan.
Right. And you figure,
insane.
And you stick with the Bulls, you figure this person should have one in LA and in Chicago. Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson deserves, if Red Auerbach deserves a statue, Phil Jackson deserves a statue down there in Chicago and LA.
At least give him they should bronze a chair. Because he never got up. He never got up. He said, y'all got to figure it out. He said, you Jordan, you Pippen, you Shaq, you Kobe, figure it out. I'm not moving.
Right. But as far as current players, I mean, I think the two that stick out in my head that are a guarantee, and I think LeBron will get one in, I think he's deserving one in Miami, Chicago, and LA, personally.
Yeah.
And then obviously
that's crazy. That's going to be crazy when you got to do that. You got Jersey, all that running. Now he's the opposite of the Chris Pauls and Westbrooks because he won everywhere. It doesn't, but I think he's more. Well, when I think of him, I think of him and Kyrie's Cleveland run.
Absolutely.
People say the Heat. I know he was insane on the Heat, but that 16 year, man, that's you probably never see that again, especially beating a team at that level.
Absolutely, Jack. So those are the players that are deserving of a statue, Jack. So let's move on, Jack. You want to make some predictions for this upcoming season, Jack?
Let's do it.
All right, Jack. So I'm gonna run through the list and I'm gonna call out the award, and we'll say who we anticipate is going to win the award. Let's start with the Rook of the Year. Who you got? Who you got for Rookie of the Year?
Let me get their names.
Listen, this is tough, Jack. I don't know a lot of the rookies, Jack. I was doing my homework on this one, Jack.
I was at the Giraffe, and I was like, I can't say I know these guys. the number one pick from France. Again, that's funny. 2 years in a row from France. He looks to be nice. Got a what's his name? Oh God.
Oh God.
I'm about to say Tashara. That kid's name. Zachary played for the Hawks. Zachary, I can't even get his last name. Rashad. It's a nice one. He's a good player. I know him, God, and I know because of the Lakers connect, but I don't think he'll be in the running for the for the Rookie of the Year. But young Zachary down there in Atlanta, I think because he's 6'10" and just playing with Trae Young this year, he should be able to be in the running for that.
Yeah, so I went with Zach Edey, Jack. I thought for
forgot him, but I know him.
Yeah, so I thought for what Wemby was able to do last year on the defensive side, I thought that Zach Edey might be capable of doing something similar on the defensive side and down there in Memphis with Ja Morant.
To Edey. I forgot about him. Yeah.
But when I was doing my homework, I saw that there's a lot of other rookies that it's not a big rookie class this year, no. Jack. Next year is going to be a big rookie class with Cooper Flagg coming and some of those guys.
Big names,
coming. But so I would definitely say that Rookie of the Year was the hardest prediction that we had to make today. So we're not gonna spend any more time on it, Jack.
Who he played for?
I know we won't play that game. Can't play the rookies who they play for. We lose that, Jack. Let's move on to our most improved player, Jack. Who you got for the most improved player this year?
The second hardest. Because here's the word for me.
I had to do my homework for this too.
I don't like how they do it because I don't think you give it to Wemby if he makes the All-Star game because he was a Rookie of the Year. He's on the trajectory. When I think most improved, I think of someone who you didn't think was a star. So somebody sixth man. So like I remember one year they want to give it to Ja. Then after Ja won Rookie, I'm like, nah, that's kind of like when Bane or somebody like that. So,
he did win it that year, didn't he? He won Rookie of the Year, but Bane was more deserving of it, right?
Yeah. So I was like, I'm always I don't know what's the calculus how to do that. Who'd you have?
I went with Jalen Green, Jack. I think he's gonna take a leap, Jack. He averaged about 21, 22 last year. Right now, within the first couple of games, he's averaging 28. The dude can just flat out get a bucket, Jack. He can flat out get a bucket.
I was thinking about Chet.
Yeah, Chet could be a good one.
He's balling this year. Matter of fact, he played tonight, and he because he didn't get Rookie of the Year because of Wemby. I think if they're thinking like that, maybe, and he's got that name. I was looking at the odds. Us parlay guys always looking at the odds.
Yeah,
Wemby. See, like Wemby's the number one odds. The odds. I said he probably gonna be in the All-Star game this year. I wouldn't consider him a most improved player. He's already a stud. See, but Evan Mobley, they got Evan Mobley, Kuminga,
and Jalen,
as you said, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham. So I would think those guys would be in consideration for that.
But you never know, Jack, because I don't know who would have had Wemby in the top 2 for Defensive Player of the Year. So all predictions, right, Jack? So let's move on to the Super Cup, Jack. So what 2 teams do you think are going to be in the Super Cup, Jack? This was a little tough because it's not the NBA Finals. So as we saw last year with Indiana and LA, it could be 2 teams that are not necessarily on their way to the championship, but if you get hot at the right time. So who you got, Jack?
In that seeding and the way they do the one and done, so that's tricky as well. But until further notice, I got the Celtics winning everything.
Okay.
They got to prove me wrong. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna pick the Celtics and OKC for the Super Cup. We need to copyright that.
The Super Cup is definitely the Super Cup.
That definitely. Remember, they start calling it that, I'm gonna be sick. So don't y'all. This is the first evidence that we're gonna copyright it. so we don't have to sue y'all, Adam Silver.
Super good. I went with the Orlando Magic and the OKC Thunder.
Don't sleep.
I think that you saw that that boy down there in Orlando had 50 the other night and almost had a triple double. That boy's bad down there, Jack.
He's working on his game, man. He's working. He went to work this summer on his game.
Yeah, Jack.
They got a lot of talent down there, man.
Yeah, Orlando, they have a nice team, Jack. So I went with the Magic and OKC, and I went with OKC winning that thing, Jack. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, Jack, let's talk about the MVP. Who you got for the MVP this year? The early prediction.
SGA. This is SGA. Okay. I think it's all because they'll probably be the number one seed. He'll get the sympathy votes, and he'll get the votes because he earned it. I think this is his year.
Oh man, okay. I stayed in the West as well, but I went Luka Doncic this year.
Luka.
Had Klay Thompson over there. He's playing good for them, Jack, averaging 19, about what he averaged out there in Golden State. And you got Kyrie healthy. And I think this is Luka's year, Jack. He came close last year to winning it all, but I think this is his year to prove that he is one of, if not the best player in the league, Jack.
Yeah. That's going to be a good race to watch.
Yes, it is, Jack. How about defensive player of the year, Jack? Who are you going with?
They can't wait to give that to Wemby. They can't wait to give him everything, man.
Apparently, I had Wemby as my pick at first, and then I changed it. So I'm interested to see who you have. You going with Wemby?
Yeah, man. Adam Silver going to make sure he get it.
I went with Anthony Davis, Jack.
You think? I mean, think they'll give it to him?
If he continues
to play last year.
If he continues to play defense the way he's played all last year and the start of this year, I mean, man. He can guard anybody on the floor.
He played 76 games, man. People, street clothes, that's over with.
That's Kawhi.
He definitely. He looks strong this year. Like I don't think I ever seen him now. You know, we always say he's a tall man. He looks like a big. So the defense, he's playing so much stronger. You know, I think that really playing through the summer really helped him.
Yeah,
being in the Olympics, he went up a notch. It messed up Embiid, but Davis went to another level, man. He looks so fresh. He's not. You notice what I noticed? He's not falling on the ground as much.
Oh my God! Every time he does, though, man, I get nervous. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Woo!
Here we go again.
That's a good pick.
So who you got for sixth man of the year, Jack?
Whoever's the sixth man for OKC. And they got so much talent on that team.
They do have so much talent.
I'm looking like they got Caruso, either one of those guys. Or when I'm looking at the Celtics, what's my man Pritchard, just 3-point shooter?
Yeah.
He ain't missed all seasons before. Keep your eye on him.
Right. I went with Malik Monk, Jack, out there in Sacramento.
Get it again? Did he win it before?
Yeah. He was I don't think he did. I don't think he won last year. I think he was close to winning it last year. Yeah. I don't think he won last year, but I think he was robbed last year of winning it. But I got him. They have a decent team down there, Jack. They have a really good he narrowly missed it last year. He was right there.
Reed.
Yeah, he won it last year.
Yeah, he's starting now.
Yeah. So I got Malik Monk winning that thing this year, Jack. They got a nice team out there in Sacramento, Jack, now that they added DeRozan, Jack. So don't sleep on them. We don't have that segment today, but Sacramento, we got to bring that back. Jack.
Yes.
All right, Jack, how about the finals teams? Who's going to be in the NBA finals in June? Who you got? Besides Boston.
I hate to say it.
OKC and Boston. Yeah,
I hate to say it because the way they just look like, they look like the Heat of 2013. They look like the second year with Durant and Curry. They just look like a team that's going to repeat. They look like the Bulls when they beat the Blazers. They just look like this. They look like the Lakers. When they got that back, they just look like they're in sync. That insane coach got them together.
Yeah.
Tatum's jump shot is better. Brown
Yeah.
put him, and here's what thanks a lot, Steve Kerr, for us Sixer fans. He'd have put him in the game. Thanks a lot, Grant Hill. He'd have put him in the game. He'd have put Brown. They'd have coasted because they're not coasting. They playing like it's a playoff game.
Every game is a playoff game. Okay? I have Boston.
Till further notice.
I have Boston winning that thing.
Porzingis, they don't even look like they need him, and he's on their team. That's what's crazy.
He can play. He probably only needs to play about 35, 40 games. If
that's it. Just get in shape for the playoffs.
That's all they need him for. And if they get hot at the right time, Jack, they can roll through the playoffs the same way that that LA team rolled through the playoffs until he ran into the Sixers. Got that one loss, but they could go on a crazy streak like that, Jack, if they keep playing like this, Jack. So
I agree.
Yeah, man. So I got the Boston Celtics winning that thing, but will be controversy this year with the Finals MVP. Who you got for the Finals MVP, Jack? If Boston wins it,
listen, Tatum is going to get it. If he got to fight Jaylen Brown, if he got to tie him up in the locker room, there's no way in hell Jason Tatum is not going to win it. Adam Silver is not going to let it. Adam Silver going to hate me.
Oh my God!
I apologize, Adam Silver. Not saying a legend. Tatum going to win this thing.
Tatum is going to make sure he is out for something to prove. And we didn't put in these predictions, but we should have. We should have put the All-Star Game MVP predictions, and I would have put Jason Tatum in that too. I think Tatum is coming for everying this year.
MVP. I might need to reconsider because they keep
winning that clip. Jason Tatum.
I forget. He's always forget about him, man. And he's if they keep it up at this pace and they keep winning and he keeps dominating, they're going, they probably gonna give it to him. But listen, they get in the playoffs, ain't no way in the world he ain't gonna win that one.
Yeah, Jack. Boston Celtics currently 4-0. Next game coming up against the who they got? They're playing right now against the Pacers in a rematch of that of the Super Cup playoff series, I guess you would call it. Currently, the Pacers are up on them 79-68, Jack. But I would be highly surprised if at the end of the game, if the Boston Celtics don't reign victorious in that one, Jack.
Yeah, they be shooting threes. Oh man, third quarter. Oh yeah, they ain't enough.
And it's 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes.
Oh no way! Yeah,
20 seconds left in the third quarter. It's way too much time.
Yeah, we know that for sure. That's way too much time to be playing with them.
Yeah, Jack. So those were our season NBA predictions, Jack. So now it's time for my favorite segment of the week, Jack. You know what segment that is? That's a fact, Jack. Stat of the week, Jack. Mm-hmm. So for this week's stat, with today being October 30th, we're almost into the month of November. Interesting fact that I came across was the first NBA game was played in 1946 on November 1st, Jack. 1946, first ever game was played between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Huskies.
Toronto was way back in the day. Is Vince Carter on that team?
Vince
Carter, Jalen Rose, David Stoudemire,
Mighty Mouse.
That's Chris crazy. That's a crazy bit of history there, man. Thinking, because I always told like Toronto and Vancouver back in the day. I don't know what they was thinking trying to put a team in Vancouver.
Those jerseys were ugly back then, but like now you see them. You're like,
I saw John them, the white ones. I was like, I still don't like them. I said, I got to get me that white one. But
with Reeves, Big Country Reeves,
killing Shaq. He's just Sharif Abdul right. Steve Frazier said, "I'm not going to no Vancouver."
Yeah,
remember that? I remember that. He'd be like, "I'm not going up there." But like they tell the story, like the '90s is when Canadian basketball happened, but you're telling me the first NBA game was an international game.
Yeah, so between the Toronto Huskies and the New York Knicks, the Knicks won 68-66, Jack. That is this week's
66.
Yeah, it was a high-scoring game.
No threes.
No threes.
You know, they had to steal a peach basket, or they had to climb it every time you get that. Yo, whoever invented that, I don't know if Naismith came up with that. Whoever said, "Dog, let's put a net up there." Thank you.
Yeah, they might have said, from my stat last week, they might have still been playing with the soccer ball.
Soccer ball, man. No dunks. Jeez.
No dunks. Yes, Jack. So that is this week's That's a Fact, Jack, stat of the week. And just like that, Jack, that is the we're coming to a close of episode 3, season 2, episode 3. They didn't think it could be done. They didn't think it could be done, but here. So it's that time for those shout outs, Jack. Who you shouting out this week?
I think we'll have at least one of the same. I want to give Hoover Deuce, Jamar Grove, Mitchell Hamilton. That's all one person. I want to give him a shout out for our merch, these hot shirts. Oh man,
yes sir.
Yes sir, man. Shout out. We thank you so much, and we're gonna be having these up. So make sure y'all support them when it's time. But thank you, cuz, for making that happen.
Absolutely, Jack. I got 2 shout outs this week outside of Hoover. Shout out to my boy Hoover on the merch. But I'm shouting out my cousin Jermaine Reynolds, Jack. I've always wanted to go to a Halloween party. Have you ever been to a Halloween party? My cousin Jermaine had a Halloween party. And Jermaine lives next door to my mom and dad, so they're going to probably be cracking up when they see this. He texted me and said, "Let mom and dad know I won't let anybody park on their grass."
Somebody raise the rate. That's very important.
Listen, so shout out to Jermaine, man. And it was a cool party, but he made sure. Listen, it was only one person that parked in his in my mom and dad's yard, and that was me and Ketchup that went over there. I said, "Listen, we have VIP passes. We can park next door." Oh man, but yeah, shout out to my cousin Jermaine. And for my last shout out, I want to shout out Eric Show. I don't know if you saw I don't know if you saw this crazy story on Facebook. I don't know if I can tell the story, so I'm not going to. But
I can't wait to go right to it.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. But I will say this. For those that know me, know that I'm really into like 70s soul and like 80s. And one of a real good song from that time period is what's it? Orange Juice Jones, Walking
I saw
in
you
the Rain.
Walking in the rain. I brought you things you couldn't even pronounce.
So shout out to Eric Shelton. I'll see if he allows me to tell the story that I heard on Facebook. But shout out to Eric Shelton, Jack. It is Walking in the Rain. He said,
yo, he told her. He said, "I can't give you nothing now but advice." Oh, that's a cool. Somebody said it was a good song of all time.
Oh my God! You have that post right there. You got to go to the comments. You have to go to the comments. Shout out to my guy Eric Shelton. Oh my God! I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, that is amazing." So yeah, I'll shout out to E. I'll see if you let me tell the story next week. But that is this week's shout outs, Jack. And just like that, end of episode 3, Jack.
Yo, it's your turn. No.
My turn?
Matter of fact, make sure you subscribe. You too, AC. Subscribe, follow.
I did.
Share. Okay, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow us on all the social media. But give us something smart, sir.
Every color turns into black in the dark.
Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. And type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them up facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And been worthy like